HAUS Labs literally almost was a flop. If they didn't rebrand, we would not have the HAUS Labs that we have today. So let's take a deep dive into HAUS Labs before the rebrand. Before they were being sold in Sephora, did you know HAUS Labs was sold on Amazon? Yes, HAUS Labs was only sold on the HAUS Labs website and Amazon. Now, the products being sold on Amazon were completely different from the products being sold at Sephora. The old products were very subpar when it comes to packaging, very simple, very basic, and honestly, the formulas kind of were too. Now, don't get me wrong, HAUS Labs before was a great brand, but they needed that rebrand. Now, when HAUS Labs first launched, it was a huge buzz around the brand because not only was it another celebrity makeup brand, but it was Lady Gaga's makeup brand. I want to say the first product that they came out with were products for the eyes and the lips, and it had a huge buzz for a couple of months, and then it just went and died down. Now, one reason why I think HAUS Labs definitely needed to rebrand was because of their marketing. Their marketing strategy compared back then to now was nowhere near to what they have now. They completely had no real marketing strategy in my eyes. They didn't have a target audience, obviously other than, Lady Gaga fans. And their products just gave off very much factory, very much drop shipping, very much not really, involved, especially with Lady Gaga. She was not pushing the brand as hard as she's doing now. I remember reviewing a couple of HAUS Labs products, and to be real with you guys, they had some good stuff. I really do wish that some of the products from the old rebrand made it into the relaunch, but they decided to keep a lot of the products separate, which I do understand, but their eyeshadow palettes and winged liner were so good. I hope they bring that back. I also found that their old products, in my opinion, were a little bit more affordable than the products that they're selling now in Sephora, which is fine because we all know that the new products have been formulated completely different and they have a really good skincare ingredients in them, and a lot of them are made in Korea, which is not cheap. Now let's talk about the rebrand after a little bit. So one thing that I've noticed is that Lady Gaga is so much more involved in the relaunch. You see her face completely everywhere on Instagram, TikTok. She's making videos. She's having a lot of fun with the brand, which I love. And a huge move that they did that I feel is great is they ended their contract with Amazon and moved into Sephora. I feel like that was the best move that they made because moving into Sephora is always a huge leap, but the people of, the customers can actually experience and use the products firsthand, and especially with shade matching because, they have a foundation now, so that's really important. Repackaging their products and reformulating a lot of their products was very smart as well. They've definitely moved into more a skin-based hydrating type of, Korean skincare situation, and I love it. If you look at the packaging and the marketing, it's very futuristic and it's just very sleek and just very aesthetically pleasing, and I feel like that's Lady Gaga's era right now. If you guys have not tried the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation and the new concealer that they just launched, I believe it doesn't launch until September 5th or something like that, what are you doing? So good. One of my top 5 complexion products. If you are curious about the makeup that I'm using in this video, I actually did use their concealer in this video in case you are, watching that as well. Now, another big move that I feel like the relaunch did was being more influencer focused. Now, that means they're having more influencers participate in brand deals, participate in marketing firsthand, and it's just become so much more personable, especially with TikTok launching. I feel like TikTok definitely helped HAUS Labs become bigger than we all thought it would be, because to be completely transparent, a lot of rebrands tend to not go well, or you lose your fan base or your audience. Now, one thing that I appreciate so much with HAUS Labs is the inclusivity. HAUS Labs prior was, it was inclusive. They had a lot of eye products. They didn't have a lot of complexion products, but the rebrand and focus so much more on inclusivity with different skin tones and ethnicities, and I appreciate that so much. It gave very much Fenty Beauty, but in its own personable way. HAUS Labs is one of the best brands out right now, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Their formulas are amazing for dry skin types if you do have that. Gaga is truly pushing this brand, and I'm all for it. Let me know your thoughts about HAUS Labs down below. What do you think? Have you worn any products from the brand? Have you bought any? And if you love beauty commentary, subscribe to my channel because I do post videos every single week. Thank you so much for watching and discussing with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.